Let me guide you to room 108 for your virtual interview. Please hand me your green card, passport, any state-issued ID, or driver's license.
My passport, green card, and ID.
Let me give these to the USCIS officer in the other room, and after your interview is done, all of these will be given back to you. If you'll look at the iPad screen, you'll see the USCIS officer who shall interview you today. So for your written test, you shall be given an option to write it on the paper, next to the printer, or use the pen for the iPad. In case there will be any problem with the connection, the interviewing officer will simply give you instructions on what you need to do. Okay, I'll be back after your U.S. citizenship interview. Good luck.
Please stay where you are right now, and remain standing. So before we start, I am going to place you under oath. You can place your things beside your chair. Please raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Okay, first, we talk about your eligibility. Please tell me how you received your USCIS green card.
I was sponsored by a San Francisco Bay Area company for a work visa through employment.
So, are you eligible to become an American citizen?
I've been a lawful permanent resident for about 6 years.
May I know why you want to become a U.S. citizen?
U.S. citizenship shall give me the right to vote, and U.S. citizens have a better chance of high-paying jobs.
Okay, let's move on to the next section, information about you. Can you tell me your full name on your permanent resident card?
Rose Adebayo.
Do you have other names used since birth, like a nickname?
I don't have a nickname, officer.
Do you want me to legally change your name for free today?
No.
So what is your social security number?
80848-4254.
Do you have a USCIS online account number?
Yes, sir.
What is your date of birth?
March 20, 1996.
Do you have any disabilities or impairments that will prevent you from showing your understanding and knowledge of the English language?
No, sir.
What is your country of birth?
Nigeria.
So in case we have to contact you, may I know your phone number?
631-124-8865.
We will begin with the civics test. So I'll ask up to 10 questions, and I will stop asking questions once you can correctly answer 6. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
Serve on a jury.
Name 2 national U.S. holidays.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
What ocean is on the west coast of the United States?
Pacific Ocean.
What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Announced our independence from Great Britain.
Let's continue with the reading and writing tests. We will start with the writing test. I want you to listen to this sentence that I'll say, and write it down on the digital tablet. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Let's proceed to the reading test. Please read the sentence that you can see on the digital tablet.
Who was the president during the Civil War?
We will talk about your residence information. So what is your current physical and mailing address?
2412 43rd Avenue, San Francisco, California, 94122.
How many years have you lived in this address?
For about 6 years.
Do you still live with this same address?
Yes.
Have you lived in another address before?
Yes, sir. 814 Vine Street, Washington, DC 88244.
Let's discuss the information about your parents. Is your mother or father a U.S. citizen?
My parents are not US citizens.
Did your parents get married before you turned 18 years old?
Yes.
Were they able to visit you here in the U.S.?
Yes, my parents were able to visit me here in the US.
Well, that's nice. We will proceed to your biographic information. What's your ethnicity?
Nigerian.
What's your race?
Black.
Can you tell me your height based on feet and inches?
5 feet and 4 inches.
Please tell me your weight based on pounds.
130 pounds.
What color are your eyes?
Black.
What's the color of your hair?
Black.
It's time to talk about your employment and schools attended. Are you currently working?
Yes, sir. I worked at a San Francisco Bay Area company.
Please tell me about your work.
I'm a scientist with a focus on physical, organic, and computational chemistry.
What else do you do being a scientist in this workplace?
I identify project workflows that permit the use of theoretical tools and collaborate with computational teams to implement the right solutions.
How many years are you working in this company?
For about 5 years now.
Does your work offer health benefits?
Yes, sir. The company offers health benefits.
Before this job, where else have you worked?
I used to teach at university.
What's the name of this U.S. university?
The George Washington University.
How long have you worked there?
For about 1 year.
Are you attending school?
No, sir.
Let's continue and talk about your time outside the United States. Tell me the total days, only those 24 hours longer, that you spent outside the U.S. for the last 5 years.
About 180 days.
So how many trips have you taken outside the U.S. for the last 5 years?
I had 12 trips.
Can you explain why you had many trips in the month of March?
After my scholarship ended, the university that offered the scholarship assigned me to offer free educational seminars to 3 countries in the month of March.
So, do you remember the month and year you returned to the U.S. on your last trip?
I remember the day I returned to the US, 2nd week of June 2018.
Can you tell me the purpose of your last trip?
Yes. I had offered a pre-departure orientation seminar intended to assist students prepare their move from Nigeria to attend a college or university here in the United States. I also had the chance to visit my parents, siblings, and close friends.
We will discuss about your marital history. Are you single, married, divorced, or widowed?
I am single.
So you were never married before?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a child or children?
No, sir.
We will go to part 12, additional information about you. Were you able to tell anyone that you're an American citizen?
No, officer.
Did you register to vote in any U.S. election?
No.
Were you a non-U.S. resident on your tax returns since you received your permanent resident card?
No, officer.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
No, never.
Did you sell or smuggle narcotics or illegal drugs?
No.
What is your understanding with the word militia?
Militia is an army that does not work for any government.
Have you been a member of any guerrilla or rebel group, vigilante, citizen or police unit, militia, or insurgent organization?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever recruited any person under 15 years old to help an armed group or in combat?
No, officer.
Have you ever given fraudulent information to any officer for immigration benefit?
No, sir.
Can you tell me the meaning of the word misrepresentation?
Misrepresentation is the action of giving a false account of something.
Did you make any misrepresentation in order to receive any public benefit in the U.S.?
No.
Have you ever lied or had given a false statement to any U.S. official?
No, sir.
Did you commit any crime or offense?
No.
Do you know the meaning of adjudication?
Yes, officer. Adjudication is a final judgment in a case.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitation program like withheld adjudication, diversion, deferred adjudication?
No.
Were you ever arrested, cited, or detained by any officer?
No, never.
Are you willing to support the Constitution and form of government in the United States?
Yes, officer.
Have you fully understood the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, officer.
If the law requires it, are you willing to use weapons on behalf of the U.S.?
Yes, I am.
If the law requires it, are you willing to do work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes, sir.
Do you certify under penalty of perjury that you provided complete, true and correct information?
Yes, officer.
Kindly review your application and check if everything is correct. Check the spelling of your name and other information. Please tell me if everything is correct.
What I said is all correct, officer.
Since all the information is correct, you can now sign it.
Thank you.
I'm recommending that your naturalization application for U.S. citizenship be approved. So once my recommendation is approved, you'll receive a USCIS notice in the mail for your oath ceremony. Congratulations, you've passed all the tests and met all the requirements.
Thank you, officer.
Rose, I hope to see you at your naturalization oath ceremony.